my heart, I know the Lord has blessed me, for He has caused my foolish.
Home for the next 5 days. First thing we decided to do, Kinsey got a rake from the camp post. We're gonna clean up the whole beach. It's all driftwood and stuff. We're gonna burn it all.
It's like cleaning up our yard, temporary yard.
Yeah, 5 days. I think this will literally be the longest I've ever stayed at one campsite. We just needed it. I needed to edit. We needed to get away from the bugs, the mosquitoes for a bit. And it's just so perfect here. The beach, the weather, there's good wind, no bugs. This is just one of the best places up here, so yes. Look at that already, holy cow.
This is the first time I've ever raked sand.
Yeah, when would we have an opportunity to do that? This whole beach gonna be cleaned up. It's gonna be our home for the next 5 days. Be perfect. She'll work. This will work.
Woo! Big old sand jumping spider.
Whenever I hear ooh, I just know there's probably a spider. Yeah, she's hot. One hot shower coming up. Say hello to Jimmy's new dad. Tell my Jimmy's not with us.
Jimmy's been rehomed with my dad and my stepmom, and he's living large with lots of snuggles, very few adventures, but that's probably just the way he likes it.
He wandered a lot.
He gets
wasn't really
lots
down
and
for
lots of food, so he's probably gained like a good 5-10 pounds, give or take. But he's doing really good and he's really happy.
Jimmy's swelling up like a tick now.
He is.
He's a big boy, but yeah. He's living a good life with Papa Ramrod.
Yep.
We'll see Jimmy again, but
Exactly.
he's at a better, you know, just chill home for him so he don't get ran over by a car or something.
Exactly.
Using the Jeep as a generator right now. I definitely need to get some solar panels. Had to put together this little charging unit. This is my laptop charging unit set up right now. Yep, she's charging, so this thing was dying, so I had to start up the Jeep to start recharging her. At the same time, I'm charging the Kodiak right here. The dual battery isolator kicks it on, just like that, kicks it off, based on certain voltage. Cuts in and cuts out, so I'm recharging that. Definitely gonna need some solar panels. This is not very efficient. Middle of showing you guys setup, she just died. Ran out of gas, it sounded like. I'm gonna throw the reserve in there. Hopefully she starts. Just do a little bit of gas in the carb. Put almost 5 gallons in her, but she won't wanna run. There we go. Once I ran her completely empty on gas, even though I refilled the tank with 5 gallons, it didn't want to pump up there and get into the carb right away. Tell the world what's going on in your life.
Make me a bagel.
I will, after you tell the world what's going on in your life.
I'm trying to do eBay and I'm not very good at it. And I'm either getting spammed or I'm just being way too nice.
So this is all going down with one of her first eBay buyers. On her mini eBay store she's got.
No, literally my first eBay buyer, so it's all downhill for me.
If it's real, he'll just pay on eBay. Once the sale goes through, I'll make you a bagel. Doesn't go through.
2 days.
Fine, I'll make you a bagel. She's enjoying talking to the spammer. We're gonna be toasting them the dirty way. The old-fashioned dirty bagel.
Never be seen. I to be bossy. Boss never be seen. I to be bossy.
I have two 100 watt solar panels that I'm going to use these Y connectors to turn into a 200 watt system. Using these Y connectors, I have the solar panels connected in parallel, and now there's just one negative and one positive coming out that I'll connect my extended line to. Having them wired in parallel like this, if one of the solar panels has shade over it, the whole system won't go down. The one that's not in the shade will still produce. If they were connected in series, that would be the case. The whole thing would go down. I'm gonna have to drill a hole through this plywood and then through the roof of the Jeep too. I got some grommets though, so it'll be weather tight. And I'm just gonna use a pre-existing hole that was for the old roof racks these Wagoneers came with. So I'm gonna try not to do too much damage. Now before I mount these permanently up there, I'm gonna plug them into the Kodiak and make sure the charging light comes on. Here's the positive, and there's the negative. There we go. Sweet. She works. I can start drilling holes in my roof. I'm really appreciating this piece of plywood. Made it super easy to drill into. And I did end up overlapping the mounts right here, but then it, you know, kept them closer and gives me more room here. It's a full 8-foot roof rack, so I still have half of it left for storage. I did leave some extra room up here because I would like to mount some auxiliary lights on the roof rack, so that should set me up for the future. Where the original roof rack used to mount, I threw some Gorilla Tape on the bottom and then I JB welded over it on top. So I'm gonna pull this off and I'm just gonna re-drill it out because I don't want to cause any more holes than I have to. Oh, it just popped right out. Dang. Yeah, I guess JB Weld isn't as good as real metal. Instead of cutting a hole that wide just to fit this connector in, I'd like to use that existing hole and just throw a grommet in there to protect the wire. There we go. So that should actually fit in there. I can do these separately through there, and then I'm gonna save having to drill a whole new hole. And hopefully have a little grommet that'll fit right in there, and I'm pretty much done. Just gotta drill a hole in the plywood up there. Picked one of these grommet assortment kits from the old Harbor Freight. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Yeah, snug as a bug in a rug there, don't you know? Here's the two wires coming through the roof. I have the length adjusted so they come out right where I need them. Before I put some sealant on here and ensure it's waterproof, I'm just gonna connect it one last time and make sure it works. Nice. We're good. Cool, just gotta get some sealant on that grommet. Call her a day. All right, sealant is on, letting it dry, both on top and on bottom. For a little extra protection and cosmetics, I think I'm gonna throw some plastic covering on the wiring as well and call her a day. So yeah. Pretty cool little setup. Should work out nice. I'm pretty pumped about this. This is a really good investment for me. The Kodiak wasn't keeping up with the fridge and the laptop at the same time, and I was having to start the Jeep and let it run for 20-30 minutes both in the morning and at night. It was just really inefficient. You know, I don't get the best gas mileage in this old beast. Kind of did some test runs with it. 200 watts should be enough for me. I'm not really using anything more than the fridge and the laptop as the two main sources of drainage. I'll just have to be smart about not scraping them up, you know, going through really tight trails and things like that. But I already have to be careful having the trailer anyways. I think 200 watts should be good, but if I need to upgrade, I should have some room left. So it was super necessary for this upgrade. I don't know when coffee shops are gonna be open up again. Things might get worse before they get better. So the more self-sufficient I can be, the better.